While today I washed my hair, so that's why it looks like that. Hi! The sun looks nice. I can buy food if you're hungry. Are we sitting back, love? Bear! Thank you. We are definitely going to need a charger. All right. I'm tired, but we gotta get to work. Gotta get to work. Good morning. Welcome to the live. I don't even know how they be doing that. I can't even do it with my feet. Where's the rhythm? Oh, that was a hood tank. Bro, we were at 30, charged at 30, and we dropped to 20. I've got a few more rows to finish, so I'm going to start with the rows. That would be easiest because it's going to be a lot of shaving today. So much needs to be shaved. Or I can move on to my other rug. I think I was going to do that anyway. So I'm going to grab my cord. I can buy food if you're hungry. I just heard that song. Now it's in my head. Do selfie. Do. Does anybody else watch Pop the Balloon? Pop the balloon. Find love. Starting earlier than my normal life. Okay, this is what I was gonna show y'all. Let's get in. Let's go. I'm so tired. I'm sorry. It was good. Okay. I'm plugging in my phone. I can buy if you're hungry. Okay, I'm gonna share with y'all. Welcome to the live. Say what's up. Say something. I hate when the live is just quiet. I get that y'all new, or you may be new. Say something. This is an engaging live. I just be making rugs. I'd be doing embroidery. I'd be doing a lot of stuff. I washed my hair, so that's why it just looks silly. So I'm making a Newport rug. News Sport. This is a one-of-one rug. It will be on my website, Confidential Goods. Eventually, I just got a commission yesterday, so I need to finish this canvas because you can't just rip up a canvas and start a new one. This is like monk's cloth, and then there's like nails. So you have to stretch your canvas into these nails. How are you going to get the exact same stretch if you were to take the canvas off? So that's why we need to finish this rug up. This one is... There's a lot going on with this one. I did it until I ran out of yarn. I'm having to use Hobby Lobby yarn. And it's just so coincidental that it's the brand title is I Love This Yarn. I don't. It slides out of my GUN, my Glock 947. It slides out of it's too loose. I prefer big twist yarn. So I'm going to actually be doing the other yarn. I don't know what that means. But I'm going to be doing my other rug, this 1997. So shout out if you were born in 97. I thought that would be a cool rug. It's going to be like a little doormat size rug. I'm preparing for a market this Saturday. So these rugs are not going to be ready. What's good? Pollock Hopefully I said that correctly. Please forgive me if I didn't. Thank you for the likes. These rugs on this huge frame is what we're working on today. These are not going to be done by Saturday. But I got a commission, so I need to kick it into high gear so I can start it. I'm actually going to be making a rhino rug for this commission, so it sounds cool. And I have a lot of gray yarn. Ooh, I almost knocked my fucking water bottle down. I got a lot of gray yarn. I have like 2 different peanut size ones. But I was going to share with y'all. So I got this market Saturday. I'm going to be in Burlington, Wisconsin. These are all of my earrings I hand embroidered. And I make the cards myself too. I was letting them dry yesterday. I stitched them in like 1.5 days, and then I assembled them in like 1 day. I took, or sewed them, then I pre-assembled, so I got like my hoops ready, and then I actually glued them in about 3 hours. So there's 10 new earring sets dropping. I love doing lazy daisies, and you can match lazy daisies with a lot of your clothes, or, you know, we got some mushrooms. I have red mushrooms, and now I have some purple mushrooms in the shop. These have not been listed yet. What is he doing? He's got allergies. More daisies. Hold on, my bottle's in the way. We've got watermelon. I don't know how good the camera is. Watermelon. We've got some roses, which I'm going to fix. More daisies. I restocked. These are called the cinnamon toast rainbow earrings, and I have some more pink. This is like one of my favorite colors, millennial pink. I put 2 of these, if you didn't notice. There's 2 sets. There's some more earrings listed on my I feel like my phone muted itself. My fault, my fault. Thank you for letting me know that. I'm gonna stop that. I don't know. I think it may have been when I grabbed it, but thanks for letting me know. Because I was trying to set y'all up. Y'all aren't, I was explaining and it may have accidentally muted when I picked you up. I just got y'all balancing like on my phone. No, chop. Literally. But I have y'all balancing on my camera holder. It's a camera holder, but you can also hold your phone with it. But I would have to take my phone out my case. And I'm about to put you in a different tripod. What is happening? We're gonna need a lot of black. Hey everybody! It's raining today. We had so much fun outside. We're gonna be making some rugs. I was explaining that. Turn y'all post notifications on, because I'm not saying like this in a mean way, but then I take my time in the beginning of the live just to share the projects that I've been working on. So we're gonna be working on a large rug. I'm actually gonna start a new rug because I need to finish my frame up because I have a commission. We got a commission! Yay! I need commissions. We got a commission to do a rhino rug. So eventually, like I'm telling y'all right now, probably in a week, depending on, because I have right now this Saturday and the next 3 Saturdays I got markets. So I've been just trying to make stuff for my markets. I have white. This white may not go far, so I may have to start another thing, but this seems like a good start. We'll do that. I'm gonna set these down. Actually, I'm gonna make one more black because I'm gonna show you my project in a second. Let me do one more yarn cake. So welcome to the live. If you're new here, my name's Ashley. I'm a fiber artist. It's good. This is how you use a yarn winder. You need it to be clamped down. So I have it on here, and I know my table, this is like my little yarn table, is rickety, but it's the only skinny table I have that I can clamp this to. Get yourself together. I saw you. I saw you. I saw you. You see how they do me? You saw that? I saw it coming up. I saw it coming up the pipeline. That's why you always got to keep your eye on your skein. I try to make them as big as I can. I know I'm shaking right now. Give me 1 second. Yeah, it's getting tight. It could be a knot coming up. So this is literally what I had y'all balancing on, the back of my phone. This thing pops out and you can put your, I'm sorry, this is my camera. You can put your phone in there, but I'd have to take this case off. And I need to charge this phone, so I'm gonna put y'all on a different tripod. So y'all are not really secure. I'm just winding a few cakes because we're gonna be tufting today. I'm probably gonna need to come back and do some white, but I just want to see how far I get with the white. I have another white. Huh? My lips hurt. Can you help my lip? Your lips hurt. Are they dry? I hate the dry allergy season. All right, I'm gonna just leave this on the floor. Honestly, whatever. For a crafter, y'all, I think I have a pretty clean space. Clean working space. I'd be working in here, but you know what I mean. So I made 3 of these cakes just like that. Cakes are a lot easier to work with because you can put them on the post. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. You put them in the post and then you put the string. There's like silver. There's 2 little silver loops. And then that's how your cake is able to feed into your tufting glocky. So this is the rug. This is a 1 of 1. I'm going to be doing a series of these rugs, and these will all be 1 of 1s. So be on the lookout for that. If you do have in mind you'd like to do a commission, you can put a deposit down for your commissions if you're interested in a rug. But I have these 2 rugs I need to work on. I have another commission. So if you wanted to have like a doormat size, so one side of my frame, I have one more spot on my next frame. I hope that's not confusing. But if you're thinking about doing a commission, please let me know. I'm going to try to get these 2 rugs done within the next week because I do have to start a half canvas. And if I don't get another commission, then I'm going to do another off the dome. Like I have a list of art. This is how I stop myself from feeling burnout. I'm just tired today because I've been doing, like, these are the earrings I worked on. So I take a lot of pride in the work that I do as a fiber artist. I love my art. I love the style that I've created. I do hand embroidery. So these are hand embroidered earrings. I did 10 of these in 3 days. Embroidered, I stitched them, I pre-assembled them, and then I actually glued them all together, and I make the backs of all of my cards. But yeah, I did that. That's why I wasn't live yesterday. I did these, but anyway, I was saying, so that's why I haven't worked on this large rug because I was finishing up the earrings. But if you would like a doormat size commission done, please let me know within the next week. Take time to think about it because I'm going to be on my next canvas. I do have a commission I'm going to be doing that's going to be about this size, and I have space. Okay. So yeah, if you're local, we're going to be having a punch needling workshop. So I was sharing this earlier. If you want to learn how to do punch needling, it's making rugs without electricity, not having to buy an expensive tufting gun. So if you're local, I'm teaching a workshop next Friday, 5 to 7 p.m. at my office, my office/shop. And these are my car coasters. So they're big enough to fit in your car's cup holder. And you can wash them. I did these all last week, so I made 8 of those. Finishing up these earrings. I'm going to take a little sippity sip break. And I need to light my incense. I really be trying to keep the vibes in here. If there are any questions, please let me know. I'm local in Wisconsin. My office is Mequon, Wisconsin. 10134 Northport, Washington Road, Mequon, Wisconsin. I'm in an office building and my space is on the lower level. So I really just try to be a humble person, but there's a lot of gifts, a lot of talents that I love to do. So at my office, I'm a yoga instructor. I offer yoga sessions and Reiki and sound healing sessions. I'm a sound therapist. I also do personal training in my office. On the other side, there's another room, and that's like my actual store. So where I sell my apparel and my rugs, those earrings, all of those things. And right now it's market season, so I am out and about doing markets for the next 4 Saturdays. Okay. But if anyone is interested that is not local, I want to somehow figure out a way to offer my workshops where you can take them virtually. Right now, the one thing I do offer is my Reiki teacher trainings virtually. So if you're interested in becoming a Reiki practitioner, and maybe it just starts out as being a practitioner, that's cool. And then there's first degree, then the second training is second degree, the third training is third degree or the master level. And then you would go back and retrain through all three levels as an apprentice. Now that you've already had the training and seeing it from a different perspective, then you could go and become a Reiki educator. I do offer teacher trainings for that. That's the only thing right now that I'm doing virtually and like seeing people one-on-one. But I want to figure out how to offer my crafting workshops virtually. So if there is an interest on here, maybe we do like a members only thing, because we finally have the ability to be or have memberships on here. So if you want to support the channel and support me as an artist and as a wellness provider, you can choose to donate to this channel or become a member. So maybe if we have like a membership thing, then people could learn how to punch needle, because I slow down and I do all of my crafts so y'all can see how it's done here. But if you want like step by step, maybe we could work out some type of, that'd be kind of cool, like a weekly meeting. We all meet. I'm Central Time. I do have a Discord, so if y'all want to discuss that, it's Peaches Patch on Discord if you want to become a member there, and that's free to become a member on my Discord. And I try to keep it in regards to my shop and this YouTube channel. So if there's like anything you want to ask questions about or comment on that in regards to my shop or this YouTube channel, then you can do that on Discord. Wait, I forgot to ask her this. Then the live ended. So yeah. So it's good. Thank you. Right now my rugs are 10% off. If you go to confidentialgoods.com, that's my store. I've created over 150 handmade items ranging from home goods to like apparel. And my purpose, I feel, my first purpose I found, if you've been following me long enough on this channel, was to make wellness accessible and affordable. If you didn't know, I opened the youngest Black owned yoga studio in Wisconsin when I was 22 years old. I documented that on this channel. And then the owner decided to sell the space. So I've been moving and now I'm back in Mequon, Wisconsin. I need to have a physical location because all I want to do is bring community together. So first, like I said, my first calling was to make wellness accessible and affordable. I go into communities, I go into schools, I go and offer like venues. Right now I'm going to be, or the one thing I'm promoting is yoga at Bradford Beach. So if you're a local in Wisconsin, or even if you're like in the outer states, I've traveled out of state to do like craft markets before, but if you want to join me, July 27th at 8 in the morning at Bradford Beach, I'm offering yoga at Bradford Beach. I do this annually. And right now my tickets are only $10. And that's the early bird deal until the end of this month. I'm sorry, I'm doing like a lot of rambling, but that was like my first calling. My second calling, I kind of slept on myself, because I always knew I was an artist. I did all of like AP art once I got into high school, AP drawing, AP painting, and I've had as a high schooler my art in shows, and I've had my art featured in books. And then I just kind of slept on it because I didn't get that encouragement. And I'm not saying this as a sympathy thing, like with my parents, like they always had bosses and W-2 stuff, but that's why I wrote a book. Where's my book? I usually keep it on my shelf. I'm gonna show y'all really quick. The Art and Truth of Transformation for Women. I wrote my story of how I opened my yoga studio, but of how I like at my first job, and I'm not trying to like drag this on, but like when my boss had me do something extra, I've shared this story before, but I finished my section off. I'm a high schooler, straightening shelves, and then they wanted me to set out the Christmas decorations in like October, and apparently I wasn't doing it fast enough. So bro's like, I can find somebody better and faster to do it. I'm like, oh, okay. So then that night I actually went and started applying for different jobs. And like, well, technically the last job I had was at Home Depot, and I've been self-employed since 2018. Somehow having a commercial space, and just somehow just being able to make it. Like, I don't, like, it's all manifestation, it's all state of mind somehow. I've done like contractual positions, and like my husband's just like, well, I don't count that as a job, because Home Depot was literally the last job I had in like 2017, 2018. But like by 2018, I was doing what I wanted to do, doing, you know, being a yoga teacher and doing things like that. But I never wanted to have someone ever say that to me and not appreciate my work as a hardworking person. So, you know, being a yoga teacher, okay. And so anyway, my second calling is my art. And like I said, I slept on my art because I was like, do something you love, something that keeps you active, and then something that makes you money. That's like a quote. I've self-taught all of this stuff. I really wasn't getting that nourishment as a child, and I feel like, you know, doing that own research, the self-love, self-discovery, all of those things, right? That quote really stuck with me. So I'm like, well, you know, I can be active and still be able to make a living as a yoga teacher. And I tell my mom, hey, I want to be a yoga teacher. You ain't gonna make no money doing that. But how did I, you know, on the other side of the rainbow, how did I become an Amazon bestseller? How did I do all of these things that I manifested? You know, so I don't know. I slept on myself as an artist, because my mom, it was the first shot in the leg. It was like, well, you're not gonna make any money doing yoga. And I'm like, but it's something I really like doing, so I at least want to try. So now we're here. And with my art, I'm like, man, I'm so tired of like walking into stores and not seeing anything cool or unique. It's always like corny stuff. So I'm like, I want to make that stuff. So I'm a self-taught artist. And I always, like, younger, stuck with just fiber, or I'm sorry, like Prismacolor pencils. Painting maybe, but I was really a drawing person. I'm like, oh, I don't know how to sew. I kind of know how to sew. I was kind of taught how to sew, but now we're here. So it's just a scary step to take. I don't know, but I feel like my first calling was to make wellness accessible and affordable. And my second calling that I built with Confidential Goods is to help people find their style in what they wear, but also having their style match the aesthetic of their home. Being able to use the same color palettes, because I try to make my stuff, I don't know, like this. I use the same colors is all I'm saying. Same colors and same textures. So yeah. That's cool. Thank you. I wanted to respond to that sooner. But yeah, welcome to my channel. All right. We gotta hop out of the bed, turn the Glock 97 on. This is a tufting gun. My son has allergies, so he's just going through it. How do I say this? If you're new here, you know I loved Joann's. It was like a one-stop shop for all of my crafting needs. And now being forced to shop at Michael's and Hobby Lobby's, just, I'm not vibing with that. I had to get this tufting gun from Michael's years ago, and if you've seen my videos, I actually did a how to start your tufting journey video, and I was sharing like this tufting gun, the supplies you need, etc. Michael's is untrustworthy. I don't know if y'all know the drama going on with the craft stores and all of that, but Joann's closed because of like they had to file for bankruptcy or something like that. Then Michael's buys the intellectual properties of Joann, so now they can start selling the yarns and stuff like that. But tell me why my friend literally sent me a photo showing that the nearest Michael's closest to me is closing down. Just this location. How were y'all able to buy the entire intellectual property of Joann's existence, but you can't even keep your stores open? How did you? That's crazy. That's like buying somebody's entire concept, but how come you can't even keep yourself afloat? I don't know. So I'm like, a little myth. I'm like, I guess I just got to buy the majority of my stuff online, which I hate doing. I like going in person to shop for my craft supplies. So I, all that to say, I do go on a lot of tangents. I love this yarn, but I don't love this yarn. That's the name of the brand. I love this yarn. I don't love this yarn. It's so contradictory. I prefer Big Twist. This yarn, I will be fighting with. I'm warning you. I will be fighting with it. Big Twist stayed in my gun. I was trying to show y'all. This is the little shaft. It goes through. The yarn comes through here, goes through this little hole. Okay? This is like a loose handle that you hold. And then this is the actual trigger. This is your speed. You can turn it up or down. So, and just make sure you clean it. So, all that to say too, I teach people how to make rugs. So, if you want to learn how to punch needle, you can buy a $5 tool compared to a $220 tool. This tufting gun is on the higher end. The little $5 punch needle you can get from Hobby Lobby. And I will be doing a workshop in person on all of that. Okay, so I'm going to start with white. We're going to see how this goes. Ooh, my knees is cracking. This is an off-white. Too much yarn. Still many projects going on. Man. All right, are we sitting back?
Yes.
That water crisp. Okay. Before I forget, I need to move all of these earrings because I don't want them to get dusty. And the other issue is, where do I put them? I'm just gonna move them back to my desk. No, actually over here is fine. How we doing, Bear? I'm just trying to line them up real quick. Throw that away. Oh, we missed one. That's the watermelons. Watermelon. Watermelon Drea. All right. Actually, I'm gonna put my water here. Starting with white. This is what we got going on. Hold on. That's not what I want. I'm changing up the light. My fault. We'll see. Sometimes it stays like this, sometimes it doesn't. See? Already trying to give me issues. Make sure you got a lot pulled out. Alrighty. Trying. Huh? You need help? Alright. Let me close this up. I'm gonna BRB. Like RBs. We're gonna start on a different rug. We're not working on the new Newsport rug. We're gonna be working on this one. So give me 1 second. How does it keep getting muted? Bro, I swear. There was like 4 people watching. I'm like, was it muted? I muted it because I had to leave and do something, and then I came back. I made, you know, some snacks for Bear. You're the only one finding this out. I'm like, are you tapping it on my phone? I'm joking. I'm joking. Ooh, please work with me. You frame. See, I already see it's trying to get tangled, bro. I ain't trying to do nothing to it. I'm trying to keep it as loosey-goosey. See, I even turned it all the way around. No. What the heck? Why was it looking like that? All right. There we go. Oh. I said I'm going to try to do these 4 numbers. Have I done a rug with numbers? I don't even remember. Mine. It's gone. This little nugget, we're gonna need more. I got 2 more numbers, bro. It's already running thin. How are you doing? You entertained. Okay. My phone only made it up to 30%. I'm gonna wait to do the numbers, then I'll show y'all from the front. I'm gonna, well, whatever comes first. Definitely gonna be playing chicken. So I'm probably gonna run out of yarn and have to wind up some more. So I'll show you then. What? All right. Here's my website. If anybody would like to support, check out the stuff that I offer. Yeah, we're gonna party like it's 1997. That's when I was born. So I was doing a rug like that. I'm gonna do a black and white one. So I ran out of yarn. That cake was about, maybe this is a little dense. Maybe something like this big. Something, the white was about that big. So that's how far we got. Literally made it up to 31%. We're gonna try to do a middle pull. How we doing? I'm gonna get him. Oh, the earrings. I wasn't live yesterday because I had the earrings to finish. There's no butthole pull. Where's the butt? This is already gonna be an issue. Hands are trying to cramp. I'm just trying to finish the numbers today. I was probably gonna make it a quick live. I can't find the butt. He be watching Phineas and Ferb. And that's like, they play the old ones. He loves to watch the one at the backyard beach, backyard beach. If you know what I'm saying. I literally don't see any butts. You saw how nicely the black unraveled. Then all of the sudden, there's this annoying sound I hear. I'm gonna have to hold on to this. Steve, I don't know if you heard my friend. I said this earlier in the live. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find just the outer end because this is messed up. The Michaels closest to my house. This is like why I don't like Michaels. Like just another reason to not like Michaels. You know, Joann's gonna close. Okay, fine. Then the Michaels by my house is trying to close. Bro, how did you buy Joann's intellectual property and you can't even afford to keep your doors open? Make that make sense. Michael. Mike. What's good, Mike? Thank you. I got this, that flea market I went to when I got my water bottle too. Before I jazzed up the water bottle. This was $8. And so I needed something I can keep in my pockets. I'm wearing my pajamas right now, but I can keep my scissors. I got 2 pockets. I was really hoping for like one right here. So maybe if I find this canvas material or something. Why did my light turn off? There's demons in here. You saw that? Ooh, maybe it's too hot. Why is it overworking? What's the big idea? That's crazy. I think my light got too hot and turned off. I'm like, this never happened. What? Good thing it's not at night. Like, what? I have my tufting gun plugged in. Oh, maybe I have my phone plugged in, but I took my phone off the hook. So I'm like, in the charging strip, it was only my light and my phone on the charging strip. I'm like, that was the chair. Don't get mad at me. That was the chair. You could never make the noise again. But, yeah. Now this yarn gonna be spinning like crazy. Because I couldn't find the inside one. You should see. You should see how this is spinning. I'm going to set up the camera so y'all can see the tornado. This is what happens.
I gotta post that picture.
This is what happens when the yarn don't behave. Look how crazy. I know I got one shoe on. My shoe fell off over here. Look how crazy this white yarn is about to behave. This is what happens when you can't find the inner or center pull. That's what they call it. I call it the butthole to be funny. But the center pull of your yarn is the best one because it's going to be a lot smoother to roll it into a cake. But this is what happens when you find the outer pull. Watch. Bro, it just wrapped everybody up in this mess so fast. Y'all need to learn y'all place. Denim getting out of control. Miss White getting out of control. She doing the splits up in the air, bro. Look at this. Ooh, and they want to try to get you with the factory knot. That's crazy. That's crazy work, as the kids call it. So this is going to be my cake. There we go. Because I just had to take out a factory knot, so I had to cut that. I still playing in the background no longer. $8, bro. These were my oopsie buttons. Put what on? The yarn? Put the yarn on what? Do we need visuals? I got the visuals. Okay, so you buy a yarn in the sleeve as so, right? Then you roll it up into a little yarn cake so it feeds in your tufting gun easier. These are all by machine. But like, what would I say? As long as the cake doesn't fall over or something like that, then you shouldn't get a knot. But once it gets into a cake, it shouldn't have any knots. Like, so you buy, okay, this was a great example. That big white thing on the floor, right?
Can you put my book with my phone?
How?
Can you put my book with my phone?
How do I press it?
Can you school it? Can you school it? Close your doors. Can you school it?
Oh, he's playing now.
Can you school my phone? You close the
Hold
doors.
on. Babe, I'm trying to make this a quick live today.
You close the doors.
I did close the doors. I closed you out. Boom. Bear wants to play, so I'm like, I'm trying to finish these letters up. Or look, I don't think I ever did a rug that had numbers on it. I keep calling them letters because that's funny. This is like my first rug with numbers, I guess. So anyway, you go to the store, you buy one of these. This is called a skein. You buy a skein with a sleeve on it. I was talking about earlier, you want to try to find a center pull. I could not find the center pull.
I break your doors. I break your doors.
I found the outer pull, and it's just so chaotic when you try to twirl a skein into a cake. The reason I twirl my skein into a cake with my yarn winder is so I can put it on these posts, and it feeds it a little bit easier. You see the black one sitting on the post, then you thread it through on the top. There's a little silver thing. Yeah, skein. You thread it through at the top. There's a little silver thing, and then you pull it out. I ran out, so that was my second post. So you thread it, or you wind it up into a cake, so it's just a little bit easier to feed, and so your gun doesn't jam. Because I was saying, it was a perfect example. Yarn companies will get cheap with you, and they'll try to put two of these together and tie them by a knot, so then it looks like you got a full cake. What if I was just feeding this straight into my tufting gun and I had a knot. That could malfunction the tufting gun. It could malfunction the gun, or it could hurt you. So always put them in a cake before you start using them. What are you doing? Bear. He playing with the foam roller. So I hope that makes sense. No, it gets naturally tight on its own. So you just, this is the yarn winder. You put it through, you feed a piece of string through the metal thing, and then there's like a little notch on the top of it, and then you just crank it. Then it makes it look like this. Yarn cake. The center, I poked a hole through it, but it's pretty tight if you can get the tension good. So next time I zoom out, it's going to be up close. All right. Okay, so the skein, we're wrapping it, no, for just this as itself, no, you're making it a little bit more user friendly by making it into a cake form. Now what was I gonna say? Now when it's in a cake, it doesn't really matter. It's not going to knot up because you took your factory knots out. Sometimes I feed from the center, and that may make it a little jumbly, but if it's like, if it's a smaller cake, I wouldn't mind which direction I pulled from. So like, this is a good example. This is a yarn cake that got really small. So, this is a center pull on my cake. Like you had a big old cake and then you kept using it and using it and using it. This is what you're left with. Once it's in cake form, then it won't knot up because you could do either the middle pull or outer pull. I'm just saying a skein in general is just a hit or miss. A hit or miss. I could not find the center pull on either of these. The skein, I'm just saying the skein before it comes into, yeah, that's what I was saying. Before it's in cake form, there's nothing you can put in it. It's just like, you're kind of blind buying the yarn and just, sometimes I try to look to see if there's like a little piece of yarn hanging out. But I think this was like the last soft white. There's different shades of white. This is the last soft white they had at the store. So I just brought it and I didn't actually look at it. But when I'm buying yarn, I'll try to see if there's a little center pull poking out. I'm like, okay, that'll be easy. When I get to using it, it'll be easy for me to make my projects with. Okay. No, I think there is like, that's just too many things to put it in because I'm going to organize it anyway on my shelf once it's in a cake. Huh? You going to foam roll now? Okay, I wouldn't do that over here. Why you playing in the craft room, babe?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I don't want to play in the craft room.
It's safety. Okay.
I saw ATL.
I'm so ETL. Okay. So now it's in a cake form. It doesn't really matter where I feed it with, but it's easier just to grab it from the outside. So now that I've wound it up, do my best to kind of do that. Then put it through the loop at the top, pull it down, and now I can start feeding it just a little bit easier into the tufting gun. Skein to tufting gun, hit or miss. Now when it's in a cake, it's a little bit better. A little bit better of experience. No, it's kind of funny. Like it's like an inside joke in the crafting community. Center pull versus outer pull. It's going to do that regardless. There's like, I think for knitting, which I don't do, but you could use the same, it's like a bowl with a little notch that it would pull. But what am I going to do when I have like a huge peanut? I don't know if you've seen my big old, the black yarn, the huge peanut skeins. I think they're like 1,000 yards. That's not gonna fit in the little feeding bowl, so it's just funny. I was just showing you to be funny. The white what? Wow. Oh, wow, being spooled into a cake. There's like a bowl you can get, but it's not really helpful. And so I just leave the skeins on my shelf until I'm ready to use them. Otherwise, if I know I'm gonna tuft with it, I'm gonna try to make sure I put it into a cake. All right, let's try to get these done. Oh, I'm getting too excited. Yeah, see this now. Now the cake trying to chill out. Okay. That's a foam roller. It's not a chair.
Yes, I can see that.
Well, you could use it. It would not be sturdy, but you can use it. Now that time I saw it. I'm getting hungry again. House is hot.
Oops, sorry, God.
Just be careful. Mm. Yeah, so you have to do it backwards. You mirror it, so when I use a projector so I can get my lines straight and etc. So you have to mirror it because you make rugs backwards. So this is the back of the rug, and the other side, which we're going to trim, is the front of the rug. So we just need to finish up maybe 20%. Then I'll show you. The Newsport rug is daunting because there's a lot of carving I'm going to need to do. Ow, I stabbed myself. All of that, and it just unthreads itself. Like, that just be making me so mad. Now it's stuck, bro. What the fuck, man? Oh, I just like big twist, bro. Messing with these other yarns because I have to. Just give me my big twist, bro, and I'll be about my day. Everything else.
Mom, I want the headphones off.
You want your headphones off?
Yes.
Let me see. Twist them around. What's going on with these? They falling down. Okay. Gonna take a water. I thought I turned them off.
the light off.
Yeah.
You still need the fan on? My lamp overheated. That's crazy. That's another reason why I'm trying to kind of hurry up and just maybe do the numbers today. I'll shave them, and then because I have a white border I was gonna do and then make it black on the inside. So I'll probably have to do another yarn kicker. So I don't know. I need to get a leg up though, because I need to start a whole new canvas. Hood tank. We spotted a hood tank. Why am I cutting the back little ends? Because you have to back your rug. You need to lay some carpet glue down, and then you're gonna need to put felt over it. When you're laying the glue down, the little pieces of yarn are gonna get in the way. So that's, I swear, bro. Oh, I hate this yarn. As soon as I pick the gun up, it's sliding out, bro. Like, is it changing density? What's going on? That's why I be pinching it. Hey, Amanda's here. I'm having a pretty good day. Bear has a little cold, so that's why I'm trying to maybe make this a quick live. Missing the hole. So hard to zigzag. I just gotta go up, up, up. So for anybody new to the live, hey, yeah, I don't know what happened. Maybe slept with the fan on, or I don't know. But if anybody's new, so I'm going to be starting, I'm trying to finish up this canvas. It may not be shaved entirely, but I need to get it glued up relatively fast because I want to start my commission. I have a new rug commission. It's going to be a half a frame. So see, this would be like doormat size, half frame. And then I do offer full frames. But if you would like a half frame, like a doormat rug, let me know in like the next week or so, because I'm trying to get this one done in like a week. It's not going to be all trimmed up and all that, but just so I can stretch a new canvas. We're going to be actually moving from monk's cloth. I haven't been able to find monk's cloth in person if you've been tuning in. I'm going to unfortunately have to buy a lot of my supplies online now that Joann's is closed. So we're going to be moving away from this monk's cloth material and switching to primer or premier cloth. So y'all will see that. That's going to be my next canvas. But if you have a rug idea in mind and like a smaller one, let me know and I can actually start on that a lot sooner. Okay. Oh, okay. Yesterday I was not live either because I was finishing up my earrings. So once we finish the live, I'll show y'all the earring collection. We got a spring, summer earring collection. I finished 10 sets of earrings. That's 20 earrings in total that I've stitched and hand assembled. I finished that in 3 days. That's like a world record. This yarn. That was like a world record. This yarn, bro, I guess I just gotta leave it like super long because every time I try to pick it up, it just unthreads itself, bro. And I have more than enough pulled out because this is ghetto. This is, guess, a waste of yarn. That's ghetto. Ooh, girl, the ghetto. If you know that line. Oh my God, bro. What? All right. Bunch of little areas. Okay, I think I'm done. Oh, cause my hand is tired. What's up?
What's up? Can you read me
This is really red.
This one. Can you read me this book?
Bro, my phone stay on 30%.
Can you read me-
I read you 3 books and we did school this morning. I'll read this one later. I'm almost done. Okay.
No, read that book.
Which one? I don't know.
I thought you could read that book, but you said you can read it later.
I'm gonna read it to you. I just said late. I'm almost done. I know. Is this still hot? Because I kind of need to be able to see. Why is this puckering? This end, I hate this end because I've explained this before. The nails are facing inward rather than outward, so it makes it a little loose on this side, especially this edge. I'm literally trying to line up an edge, so it's like puckering just a wee bit. Okay, lots of cakes. What's up? Yeah, so that's how you make a rug. We're gonna zoom in. Yes, I need sunlight. I'm gonna unplug this. We don't need a whole lot of electricity since she's saying she has had it. Now we move on to the carving process, clippers and some oil. Hottie, hottie.
Mommy, don't read that book tomorrow.
I won't read it tomorrow. We can read it today.
Mommy, you say you can read tomorrow.
No, I didn't say tomorrow. I said later.
I don't want to read it later. I want to read it right now.
Okay. See all that nastiness? Yeah, it is very fuzzy. It's not warm. There's no heating mechanism. This is just like some clippers you probably could use on somebody's head. I wouldn't want to do that now because you get all this yarn, which I'm just trying to clean out of it. Oof. I'm sure this bottom half is just filled with yarn. Can you sit back,
No.
please?
I need to be told so I see that
No.
out there.
You need what?
I need to be told so I see that out there.
That's all that was in there. It's way more than that, but that's what I was trying to clean out. Sit back! And don't put that on your mouth, because plenty of people have used that foam roller. Don't put it on. Okay? I see you. Huh? Now you gotta see it. Hey, no hate shall enter. That's like a Kid Cudi line.
It is on this phone. And you sit on this phone.
Why are you sitting on that? Why don't you sit on the yoga wheel? That could be fun. You could roll on it. I'm just taking a handbrake,
No,
Mom.
I want to sit on it.
Okay,
It's a good chair.
it's good.
It's a good chair. So much fun.
I know. I said it was gonna be a loud
Be
day.
quiet.
I said it was gonna be a loud day.
If you be like, I'm going to blast you with my...
You're gonna blast me. No.
If you make more noise, I'm going to blast you with my gun.
Oh.
Ah! So, I have my gun and I'm going to fight you. Because you steal it. Hey!
shape. Thank you. Oh. Ooh. Huh. Ah, that was an accident. Ooh. Have it your way. Do 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 do. My arm is tired. Yeah, 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 yeah. Can you sit back? 3, 2, thank you.
This is mine. He's my turn. Okay, now I'm coming.
Look at you.
I blast your phone and you're on fire.
I blasted my phone and I'm on fire.
Yeah.
Can I ever get a day?
No. Never.
Should I order Dunkin' or no? I didn't go this morning.
No, Mom. You won't get Dunkin'. Because yeah, fine, you can't day. Fine, you can't day.
You said fine?
Yeah.
Bear said I should get Dunkin'.
And you can't day.
And I get, oh, you talking about my phrase I said. Careful. Do I order Dunkin', chat? It's noon. I usually don't try to drink coffee after noon. Don't be so quick to walk away. It's me. I am money. This way. Whew. You gonna blast me again? What did I do? Ah! What is this? Car or hood tank? Or a work vehicle or hood tank? Garbage truck. What's good, chat? Make sure you like and subscribe. No, there isn't. But I'm on a Dunkin' kick. If y'all can reach out to Dunkin', have them sponsor me because I literally drink Dunkin' like every day, bro. I'm like, do I do the delivery or not? Oh. My arm is tired, so I think I'm done for the day, y'all. That's what we got going on in the lab. My arm. Bow flex. What is it? The Taylor game? Throw your setup. What you rep when you twisting your bangers? This is what I was doing yesterday. Is this zoomed? Okay, I don't want want this all the way zoomed. I had to move them. They were drying on my other table. We got some earrings.
Mama,
Mm.
this guy's like, you're not on fire.
Oh, good. I'm not on fire no more. That's what we got.
Sorry about it. See ya.
Them little arms deceiving, bro. I was being ugly doing that. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off because I don't want him to like, you know what it is. We in the future now. Thank y'all. I was actually gonna show some more of my art. I'm just trying to wait for this to get tight. I've been trying to massage my hand immediately. Thank you for subbing. Today's Wednesday, so possibly a live Thursday, possibly a live Friday. But we gotta check. I need to later today. I need to draw out my booth layout. They're saying it was going to be a canopy layout. I have a market this Saturday. It was going to be a canopy layout, but they moved it indoors. So when it's indoors, I have a different layout. So I'm going to have to draw that out. And I don't make just one thing, as you see. I make rugs, I make earrings, we make little coasters, and I have also apparel. So I'm just gonna decide what I'm gonna do. Check out the link down below. It sounds like I'm on a machine or something. Check out the link below if you want to shop with me and support my art. I'm trying to pull this out. So you can see my finished stuff. This is kind of what I've got planned. Possibly what I think I'm thinking about bringing. Reminder, all of my rugs are 10% off. I'm going to try to do this with one hand. This one's for your wall. It says you are beautiful. I did the hand on everything, or everything's by hand. Nothing. Okay, see, I'm wrapping it up. We getting hungry. It's made with the little hook, so it's ready to go for your wall. This one's only $40. This is a little flower. You are beautiful mirror rug. I'll put these away later, so we'll lay them out. We've got Courage. Courage is only $140. Courage the Cowardly Dog. I'm gonna lay them out so y'all can see the texture, the time. I'm gonna just lay out. I think I have a few more at my office. We got Bubby the Whale. What's good? We're gonna lay them all out so you'll see them in a second. Plankton has been sold. Plankton now resides in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Disco Rug is in Chicago, Wisconsin. Or I'm sorry, Chicago, Illinois. My fault. That's crazy. This one's too hard for me to show you. I'm gonna just lay them all out. These are all one of one, so you cannot get these anywhere else. We got the Stoner Rug. I think this is like 60 or 70. I have to double check. Everything's been updated on my website. Pride and Joy. I think this. Oh, it turned off. We'll charge it. We're gonna make some lunch. All right. So I'm on my hand massager right now. You want it massaged?
Yeah.
I'll let you do it after. I'm just gonna let y'all see.
I don't want to do it after.
Okay. this is what I have right now in my house. There's some more at my shop though. The stoner rug. All of the tags I make myself. Bear, you ain't got no shorts on. You got only undies. Not on camera. Hey, did you hear me? It's not funny. Okay. The rainbow ones got beads that I hand did on them. Courage, that one's like a little less than 2 by 3 feet. That's almost full frame. Got Bubby from the Misadventures of Flapjack. I have that green flower rug over there. That one's for the wall. And then I also have it in orange. It's the orange of this rainbow. It's like a burnt orange and white polka dot flower rug for your wall. I only have 2 of these left. There go the shoe Nike rug over there. I know. But it's actually very helpful. Also, I like to reduce, reuse, recycle. This is a little plant holder that I made. It actually really helps my hand or I'm not cramping. But this was the rug collection. If you want to shop my rugs, some of them are at my office right now. If you remember the pom-pom rug, what else is over there? I can't think. I have a pillow I made. That's also, it's on the website too. But you can shop confidentialgoods.com for the deal. I run my sales all month long, so just so you don't miss out on them.
Mommy, I want to have a can I come in the room?
If you get some shorts on, I'm just wrapping up. So this month the rugs are 10% off. Next month is July. And then that's when I do 10% off my embroidery hoops.
I can't wait. Please, can I come in?
So I'm thinking I may include my earrings. It always depends on my inventory. So y'all seen the rugs.
Mommy?
Yeah.
You're not mad at that?
No, you're good.
You still alive?
Yeah, I'm on live. I'm wrapping it up. But rugs are 10% off this month. Then I have hoops. I have to see how many hoops I have. I may include my earrings depending on how these markets go. So those may be in next month's sale. So make sure y'all like and subscribe. And I will see y'all later. Bye.